Nestled in the hills of Virginia, where touching the Hokie Stone means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tootin. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a crease, it's Tootin. Nice move to stay on his feet. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Bowls his way forward. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponents. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why.
And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's King. Got his man quickly. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, It just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll bring it out. It's Tootin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Tootin. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
That's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Looking to pass. It's King. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a lift.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. They'll toss it to the left. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The back goes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's loose. Give him 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield, it's throws. Finds his tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Hokies are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jennings. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Caught near the sticks. It's Jennings. Touchdown, Hokies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the break.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blackburn. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. The inside handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Hard running there. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights.
He's off to the races. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side.
He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. What a snag by the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Keith. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He got it. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
Georgia Tech, 21.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fair catch, called for and made. Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lane.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run the option. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
This offense has a second down play. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this brings up a third down and an identical situation, right? Like, do I want to be physical? Do I want to run the football? Or do I maybe want to take a shot? It's always interesting. These situations in football always come down to aggressiveness. How aggressive do you want to be? Because, Palmer, you kind of know what kind of coverage you're going to get.
Yeah, and I think for this running back, too, knowing him, he's just super competitive. He's going to want an opportunity to get another crack at this right now and really sort of get himself lathered up into the rhythm of this game. I give him another shot toting the rock here on goal.
Looking for a man. It's King. Quick strike complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Yellow Jackets will have it first and 10. Quarterback will keep it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. this Hokie offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Georgia Tech 28, Virginia Tech 27.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Drones. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On the option. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia Tech 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Lane. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's King. A strike downfield. Afterburner's coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Number 8.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Makes the grab for the 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Groves. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to run, it's Tootin.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And the Hokies pick up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. A 1st down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Groves. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
3rd and goal from way back there. Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I am an aggressive person. I like to put my foot on the gas. I like to go for it. But here, 2nd half, if I can tie the football game, a 4th down situation, I'm taking it.
You are aggressive spiritually, physically, and mentally. But I agree. You go field goal in this situation, and you put the pressure on your defense to go get a stop, get you the ball back, and give you a chance to win.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's King. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. He'll come out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. To throw, it's King. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This crowd knows when to bring it. Handoff to the lone back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Comes out throwing on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.